What's up, guys? It's Nick. So I started vlogging, I don't know, probably close to a year ago, and the first vlog I did was a car, a Maserati, and have almost 100,000 views on it, and I appreciate every single one. Whole bunch of likes, and it wasn't done very well. It was my first vlog. Still to this day not a professional vlogger, don't pretend to be one. I do it for fun on the side. Some people always make comments if I drop something or talk to my dog in the middle of doing a review or something, and that's just the way it is. Again, I'm not trying to be a professional car reviewer, or I'm not an auto expert. I'm just a regular guy that likes to review what I have, and I look up reviews on things I'm gonna buy, so I do this all the time. It's fun for me. Anyway, let's get that all out of the way. I've had a lot of requests since doing the Maserati video. I guess this is in the background of that video. People have been asking me a lot to do this Range Rover. So this is my wife's 2015 black Range Rover. It is obviously a Land Rover Range Rover, the HSE model. So my neighbors are gonna be out here thinking I'm crazy. Maybe I'll go around it this way. And again, the first video I did on the Maserati was really not done well. I was shaking a lot. I think I've learned a little bit more, probably not tons more, but I'll try and do a little better job on this one. Just showing you some different features. I know I don't know if you can see some of the scratch marks, but it's been used for a good year now. We got the metallic black paint. That was one of the upgrades that came with the car. It's actually called Santorini Black. I don't know why it's called Santorini Black, but just trying to give you a couple of views of the car. Definitely like the front grille. I think the front has a nice profile to it. Show you some of the lights. Another one of the upgrades we got were the wheels. It came with 20-inch wheels. We upgraded and got these 21-inch Stormers, they're called. And actually I have the other wheels and tires brand new sitting in my garage, and I'm trying to sell them. So if anybody wants them, let me know. Trying to get rid of them as they've been sitting there taking up space, but I love the way that light kind of wraps around. Again, this is my wife's car, so it's her daily driver. I do not know tons about this car. I asked her pluses and minuses. I asked her if she wanted to be in the video. She did not really want to be in the video, so I will do my best in reviewing it. Again, keep in mind it's my wife's, so you might see things in the car. I know there's a pink umbrella sitting in there. That is not mine. Go on the record. So you might see some things. And again, I do not know tons about this car. I don't pretend to be an auto expert. I'm just a regular guy that bought this, with his wife, and just want to review it. So if other people are thinking of getting it, they can kind of go by what we have. I don't know, again, if you can see the metallic a little bit there. So that's some of the outs. Again, these rims I like because they have its gunmetal and that silver look kind of put together. And again, the 21-inch wheels. 20-inch wheels were standard with the car. Actually, there might even be 19 standard. The HSE I think comes with 20, and again we upgraded to the 21-inch rims. And I love these gills. Again, that's a Range Rover kind of thing that you see all the Range Rovers have. Kind of one of their trademarks. Anyway, we got one with the keyless entry. Hold some paper here. You can kind of hold it here. Unlocks. And here's the inside. Now I'm going to do my best not to shake a lot. Well, let me stand outside and do it real quick. So the combination, she got a kind of different combination than most people. It's kind of ivory and chocolate brown. The guy said he hadn't really seen anybody order it like this, but that's what she wanted, and she got it. I think it looks pretty good. You see the chocolate brown up top, all leather. You can see the stitching. Again, I'm doing this in my driveway, so if you hear people walk by or drive by, sorry. And then she got I think it's like a tiger wood. It's a glossy tiger wood look with some stainless accents. Comes with a nice stereo system, a Meridian stereo system. You can see one of the speakers here and a little tweeter up here, whatever they're called. Again, just trying to give you some different views of inside the car here. You have the Land Rover logo right there on the touch screen. Actually, that's not the touch screen, but this is the touch screen. There's more of that Tiger Wood look with the stainless. Let me give you a little bit of the back. Obviously, it's a Range Rover. It's going to be a large car. We got it for the space. We are expecting a child, so we will be needing it. There are full air conditioning controls here in the background. It's nice. Again, you can see some of the detail in the stitching and the leather here in the seats. Let me pull this down here. This comes down, gives you 2 more cup holders. Push a button there, a little area to store some things. So you can keep that up or down. The stores back up nicely. Again, I don't know how much of you can see of the chocolate leather, but so it's chocolate and ivory. Definitely not easy to keep clean, but that's what she wanted. So you push that button to open up the back here, and you have another button right here for the lift portion of the trunk. That scans back here. Now, normally 90% of the time her car's not even close to being this clean, but I just washed it for the purpose of this video. You can see it's a large trunk area. I mean, you're talking deep. You can store a lot back here. This thing definitely prohibits a lot from height-wise from being stored, you can see. So you can easily remove it or just fold it back a couple times and get more trunk area out of it. And then when you push this top one, both the top and the bottom will close. And actually, that's one of the problems we've had. We've had just a few complaints with it, and one of them is this trunk system hasn't worked right. A couple times we had to take it into the shop. Let's see. To put the seats down, if you want to do that, there's a little lever right here. And these fold right down. Obviously, when they lay flat and you can get a full area, both sides will go down. So you have even more space if you need to store something long or big. Again, the controls back there are good. I've had plenty of people sit in the back seat. You have 2 different lighters, so you can get some power if you need to, plugging in some cables and all that good stuff. Dual air conditioning controls back here, which is nice. It's on both sides. And same thing on the side. So let me get in the car now. Start this puppy up. Oh, I just noticed a bad ding right there. Maybe you can see it. Not good. This thing is, for anybody that owns a car, whether it's $1,000 or $500,000, those little dings drive you crazy. All right, I'm gonna shut the door here. So I'm sitting in it. Do not look at this. This is my wife's keys. Ridiculously big. This is the key fob that comes with it. Pretty basic. So in here you have this area, again, that Tiger Wood, that glossy Tiger Wood. I definitely think it looks nice and classy, looks good. This thing can be pushed open right here. And you got your 2 little cup holders. Emergency brake, different controls right here. There's a lot of storage in here, which she completely has full. Oh, there it is, sorry. I mean, this thing is deep. It goes all the way down too. One of the options you could get is you could actually get where this thing was air conditioned to the point that it's almost like a little refrigerator. So you could literally keep bottles of water in there and it keeps things cold and chilled, like, you know, all the time. But that was one of the options we did not get. So anyway, I'm gonna push the start button here. There's a Range Rover turning on. Now how much of that you could hear. That's all digital right there. The entire thing is one just big screen. You have your buttons here like usual on most other cars to control music, all these controls here, some voice controls, your phone, all that good stuff. And over here, obviously you have all your controls. So you can touch these things here, which is not really a screen, it's just buttons. And then you can obviously do the touch screen too. Audio settings. Again, this is not my car, so excuse me if it takes me a while to figure stuff out. The sound system is definitely great. Let me see if I can crank it up here. trying to get some bass. See. It's a little vibrating in there. It's so loud. Anyway, stereo system is great. She said she's had no problems with this dash. The controls, everything has worked great on it. I mentioned one of the things she did mention that she had a problem with was the trunk sensors, or not the trunk sensors, but the lift wouldn't open up properly, and you had to manually close it, and so we had to get that taken care of a couple times. Another thing she mentioned that she does not like, there's my neighbor. Another thing we mentioned, she mentioned she didn't like, is this. You know, in a lot of these newer cars, they have this auto off where you're driving. I don't know if it's supposed to be economical, save you gas, but you literally push it and it shuts up. Actually, you leave it on, it automatically comes on. It shuts off your car when you're at a red light for a few seconds, and then it turns it back on. She hates that for whatever reason, and it automatically turns on. There's no way to permanently shut it. So every time she gets in the car, she's having to push this button to shut it off. That's one of the things. This obviously is to raise the car. I don't know if you can feel it, but now it's actually lowering right now. Let's see if you can tell. I should have done that. Just watch like a bush or something. I'm gonna push the button now. Let's see. If you can see it, but I'm definitely moving. Going back up now. Alright, so get you up and down. You have all these controls here. It's just like if you're in the snow, you need your four-wheel drive. This does have four-wheel drive. I guess if you drive on mountains and hills. We live in Florida, so we never need any of that. It's how you change. It's actually a knob. It works up nice. It turns when you turn on the car. Let's see. It goes up and down. Let me shut this just for aesthetic's sake. So you turn on the car. Comes up. You have your AC controls, dual. Let me shut this music a little bit. AC works real well. Nothing real exciting there. You kind of have two different glove compartments. One at the top, you kind of fit your books, and then one at the bottom that opens up there. So you have a lot of space in terms of storage there. On the side, you have this little area here that opens up. I don't know, maybe you can fit a pair of glasses, something like that, and some more storage space down here. One of the comments she did make is she wishes she had more than a couple cup holders. I don't know if that's normal or not. I guess if she would clean this out, she'd have plenty of space, but you know, she puts her keys in this, and then a bottle in one of this, and if there's somebody else in here, you can't put anything. So that's one of the things she mentioned. I've always told her to just use the one in the back or something, but these things go up and down. This controls how high they are. Pretty basic. I don't know if you can care, or if you hear the motor. I'm going to rev this thing a little bit. I don't know if you hear much of it. Just to give you a little idea of the engine. Let's take this thing for a quick test drive. Has the auto window thing, which you just push it up once and it goes all the way. Obviously your child lock, for your window lock. Before we go for the test drive, you have, let's hit the sunroof real quick. So you can just push this once, goes a little bit, push it all the way. It's kind of a big sunroof. It's one of these, like, I don't know if they're called moonroofs, or the whole thing goes. Actually, does it not go further back than that? Maybe, I guess that's all it goes. Anyway, just push it once. Does it on its own. Of course, you can crack it open, and then this thing is a shade. So here's how you control the shade. So let me just see if the shade goes back anymore. So the shade does go back further. All right, so there you go. So you can open up literally the entire. Again, that's not my car. So you can open up the entire sunroof in terms of the shade. The glass is still on now. I think you can only go. Let's see. I guess it's as far back as the sunroof opens. So you can leave the whole thing open to give it that nice, open, airy feel to it. But for our purposes, we'll shut this. Sorry, I'm not even pointing at it. I apologize. Not easy angle. Obviously, I have all your airbags, all that good stuff. You have your 3 garage controls right here. And have your mirror, your lights, all that good stuff. Nothing too exciting. Let's take this thing for a test drive. Did I not do this? Alright, there we go. Sorry. The thing drives like a dream, I have to say. It's extremely comfortable seats. Ooh, look at that. It's the first time ever. I guess I pushed one of the buttons and we added the slope down. Definitely feels weird to drive in. I have no idea how to get rid of that. Interesting. I don't even know how to get rid of that. Let me see. Suspension in extended mode. This is what happens when it's not your car and you play with it. I'm trying to get rid of it. There we go. So whatever HDC stands for, that's the one button I had pushed. So let's take it. It definitely has some pickup for being such a big car. Let me do that again with this seatbelt on. Definitely gives you that ring on the seatbelt. If you don't have it on, notification. As you can hear, it's quiet, it's comfortable, drives great. The gas mileage is not that bad. Don't quote me on exactly what it is, but it's not that bad. As bad as you think it is. I'm gonna give it a little gas here. Again, I am in a neighborhood. I'm gonna wait for this car to pass. I'm trying to think if there's any other things I need to mention. Let me see here while we're waiting for this car. Some of the other options. I'm gonna quickly read this. Ivory seats, espresso. So ivory and espresso. I told you about the wood, obviously wood. Oh, the steering wheel is heated. So you have a heated steering wheel, heated seats, the driver's memory, driver's seat memory, passenger seat memory. These are just some of the things I'm printing out here. 21-inch wheels, that's a xenon headlights, the HSE. So this is a V6 HSE. And there also comes the V8 supercharged mode, but that was a little bit out of our price range. Some of the other options here, I'll just even get it right on here. So you have auto dimming mirror, premium leather door armrest, Oxford leather, sliding panoramic roof. There's a panorama. HSE badge, I don't know if that's an upgrade. PVC door trim panel, mid leather fascia, console lid premium leather, PVC, I don't know, sun visor, dual illuminated driver. I don't know what that is, but anyway, so that's some of the stuff you get. Power tailgate. There we go, they're using the official terms. Let's get a little power here. I'm gonna shut this thing off here. There's a lot of squirrels in this neighborhood and kids, so I'm not gonna get too crazy. But that did it pretty good right there. This thing drives great. I don't know if you can hear anything, probably not, and that's kind of tells you how quiet it is. And there's a squirrel crossing right now. Thank God I did not hit that. That would not have been good. I'm gonna go into a stranger's driveway here. Hopefully I don't get too pissed. Let's see, crank a little music. Let you hear it again. Alright, that's good. So you guys get the effect as much as you can. This tiger wood steering wheel with the glossy finish is definitely a nice touch. It just is a real comfortable, beautiful car. It definitely has that English proper feel to it. It's fast. It's definitely a little pricey. Obviously that goes along with it, but this has been my wife's dream car, so we cut back on some other things so we can get this for her. And she loves it, and this is something we're gonna keep for years to come. So again, I like to keep this all nice and clean. Sorry for being redundant with some of these shots on the inside. If you guys could see a couple of the neighbors looking at me, they think I'm absolutely crazy. Either that or they're gonna come talk to me later. We shall find out. All right, I'm pulling back in here. Maybe I'll get a quick sound of the engine from the outside. Let me see here. I'm gonna shut this thing off and set up so you guys can hear the exhaust from the outside, all right? All right, guys, I'm back. So I'm just gonna go in here and rev it a couple times so you can hear from the outside. That was about 4,000. I revved it to about 4,000 right there. Again, these rims, I think that's probably one of the hottest parts about the car. They definitely look pretty sick. I like this little spoiler over the windshield here. I'm trying to think what else I need to go over from the exterior. I think that's about it. There's one other feature I want to show you. I'm going to bring it inside the garage and turn it on. Hopefully I don't get carbon monoxide poisoning, but just to show you the lights and one of the little feature that it has. I'll do that right now. Be right back. Alright guys, there are the lights. Just wanted to show you what they look like. It's obviously not nighttime, but I brought it in here. Has the auto sensing lights, the auto sensing windshield for your windshield wipers. I'm going to kind of show you the LED and the xenons. It looks like it's a nice look too. And again, if I keel over because of the carbon monoxide, somebody call 911. And I'm gonna bring it in a little bit more and shut the lights to show you this last feature. One second. Alright guys, that final feature I was talking about. I am gonna shut the lights here. Let's see. And I'm gonna unlock the doors. Range Rover logo comes out. It's kind of cool. It just shows up from the bottom of the rear view mirrors right there. You can't really see. I'm trying to show you here. Those are my shoes squeaking if you hear anything. Anyway, it's kind of cool. Little Range Rover. Now the lights came back on. But it looks nice at night, especially when you're not in a garage. Let's see if I can do this. One time. Here it is. So anyway, kind of cool. That's the last feature. Let me turn the lights back on. I'll be right back. Hey guys, I got cut off there at the end. My battery died. Perfect timing. Anyway, just wanted to wrap things up. Thanks for the support. Please give a thumbs up. Or if you have any questions, let me know. I'll try and answer them. And I think that's about it. Oh, I wanted to add, I really hope that nobody's taking me posting these videos as me trying to show off or, you know, what type of cars I have or anything like that, because absolutely 1,000% wrong if that's what people do think. Anybody that knows me personally knows that's absolutely not what it's all about and what I'm about. And anyway, I just post these because I enjoy doing these videos. I enjoy reviewing tech products. I enjoy watching people's reviews of cars and tech products, and that's about it. So that's where it ends. So I hope nobody takes this as showing off or whatever, because that's absolutely not who I am and what I'm about. So anyway, thanks again guys, and I'll talk soon. See you.